Hello everyone, Nick back with another walkthrough of the week with Foreclosure Finder. We're here at another one of my brokerage's foreclosure assignments. We're in Eastern Connecticut today. Going to be doing our standard walkthrough, showcasing this property today, mostly because of the auto shop that's basically attached to this property. We'll get to that towards the end, but we'll start off like we normally do, walk around the outside, see what's going on. Apologize if the neighbors' dogs are barking, they're staring me down right now, but like I said, we'll get started. So first things first, taking a look at the exterior, first thing you can notice is the solar panels. Don't run into them too often, but we do on occasion. They can be a bit of a pain in the butt just because tracking down the information with the solar company is a little bit tougher in the Northeast. The electric companies and the solar panel companies are essentially two separate entities, and they basically don't know, one hand doesn't know what the other's doing. So we're already doing some research on it, already contacted the company, but I know that'll be a little bit of a process to work through. You can see some of the so the electric is off at the property, but you see some of the panel, that's all for the electrical panel, and there's some, or the panels, and there's stuff in the basement as well, like the shut off, the main, and all that. So again, not too often, but we do deal with them on occasion. Go right into the backyard. That's the auto shop back there. We'll get there in a moment. But nice little backyard, nice and secluded lot. You get some privacy back here. Take a look at the back of the home. Roof doesn't look too bad. I guess, again, I would assume that it was probably updated or repaired or replaced in some capacity before they put the panels on. Siding's not bad, vinyl siding. Haven't seen anything really going on with the foundation here. We are going to get up to the deck here though, just a little, metal roof deck. Nothing crazy going on, some peel and paint. Obviously that fan has been sitting out here for quite a while. Not too bad. Like I said, the house itself isn't too bad. A lot of deferred maintenance, as is tradition with these properties. Got the deck built over the hatchway. That's a little bit of a funky setup there. And a nice old stainless utility sink. Again, deck in decent shape. Obviously a lot of peeling paint. Some of the boards are warped, but that's expected with an actual wood deck. Nowadays, they're made out of the composite materials, but not out of the ordinary. Brickwork looks okay. A few issues here and there, but again, to be expected. Deferred maintenance on these properties. All right, we'll come right in. Alrighty, so let's do this. We'll start in the living room. All right, nice big open living room, ranch style property, so pretty standard in terms of layout. I know the plumbing is damaged at this property. That's why you see the baseboard covers are off. So no electric, no plumbing. Gonna need a cash or renovation deal for this one. Got some wood paneling on the walls here, the fake wood paneling, and you see some discoloration. Doesn't look like they were smokers, but maybe you can see the picture. Whatever picture was there for quite a while. You can see the difference in the color there. Drop ceiling, which is a little bit of an interesting finish item there. Usually don't see that in the main parts of the home. Usually concentrated to the basement. Little eat-in area right here. Again, nothing too crazy. Just your standard 1,000 square foot ranch. Galley style kitchen. Again, not too bad. Styling's dated, of course, but could you get by with it? Absolutely. Walk right on through. You got the burners built right in there. That's pretty cool. Must have a separate propane tank for that because this property is on an oil system. And just take a look here. Cabinets, again, more. Got some railings here. So, okay. So this property, like I said, these are foreclosures. This property happened to be a reverse mortgage foreclosure. So you'll see funky stuff like this every once in a while. Some handrails in the property. Elderly person living here. You'll see, like some handicap accessible showers and things like that in some of these properties. Again, nothing too crazy, but just something to be mindful of. It's like we got the OG wood paneling in here. Nice dark wood. Not too bad for the tub insert. You see the handle right there, going back to what I said, just for the assisted elderly living there at these properties. More handrails around the toilet. So again, just something to think about. Nothing too crazy. Again, it's pretty easy to remove and update. And this house is basically going to need full updating throughout. A little bit of a water issue there in the attic. All right, so this is painted over. There's your first indicator, because it looked like it was painted, but wasn't exactly sure. Go through. Bedrooms are decent size. I mean, this is the smallest one. We'll do our walk around. Again, nothing too fancy in here. Carpet, drop ceiling, more of the paneling. Windows are newer in vinyl. Just looking at, kind of just taking it in. Trim's okay. Doors are all right. Of course, as I say that, there's a corner taken out of that one, but trim looks replaced in some capacity. So that's, you know, you see the mismatched wood here. Again, it's just being attentive at these properties. You know, walk into this one, again, same thing, nothing too fancy going on. Baseboards are exposed again, got some damaged plumbing, people just trying to get a gauge on what actually needs to be done. This room does have some wallpaper, but again, all things considered, not too bad. And then we'll go into, I guess, what is considered the master bedroom. A few things with this one. First off, we got a hole right in the floor there. I'm not sure what that's about. My best guess was that they were potentially running laundry here. Maybe that was the dryer, but I don't even see I don't see anything for the washer, because you'll see that sometimes washer dryer gets moved upstairs for grandma just to make it a little easier. This does have an ensuite, little bath here, similar to the closet from the other house, but this one actually has a sink and looks like it was actually supposed to be a bathroom. That hole is interesting though. That's a little bit of a question mark. I'm not really sure there, especially just for the size, because it looks like it's dryer vent size, and they would have had something here with the, you know, covering this. So I'm not sure. That remains to be seen. But again, not too bad. It's mostly going to be cosmetic stuff. House is pretty solid. Obviously, you got the plumbing issues and whatnot, but you know, plumbing replacements, relatively, you know, cut and dry. You know, paint, flooring. That's the easy stuff. You'd rather be doing that than having to, you know, do foundation work. A little bit of mold right there. You can see it starting to grow some fuzz. Not too bad though. You can't even really smell it. Big basement. Not finished. It might have been finished at some point. You got the tiling on the floor here. The walls were painted at some point, maybe dry locked, waterproofed. Place isn't too wet. Doesn't smell wet. Some evidence of moisture getting down here. There's the panel. There's the big turnoff for the panels like we talked about outside. Nothing in this room. Little dungeon in here. We'll walk back, and then this will bring us to the hatchway side of the property. A little workshop area. All right, so then here's the washer dryer. Then I really don't know what that hole is for then, if that's the case. A little bit of mold down there, not too bad. This is interesting. I've never seen this. There's just insulation. There's just a cutout right here with insulation blown into it. That's interesting. Maybe some old plumbing. Because they do have 2 oil tanks here, so maybe they have to relocate. Furnace looks all right, but I would imagine it's going to need, never mind. Never mind. You can see the rust on it. Just gonna get my light on it. They do have it propped up, so that's, you know, silver linings. 2 oil tanks is interesting. This is a new one. This has to be the old one. Okay, so maybe they had a little bit of a spill here in some capacity and just ditched it. So that could impact us for financing. And then here's the well pump. We're getting a septic inspection done at this property. It's still sitting on the market a bit. I think it's just a little too overpriced for what the house actually offers. All right, so we'll wrap up down here. We don't need any more down there, and we'll go check out this. This auto shop in the back. So we'll go right out the front or side door here. And again, this is why I kind of wanted to showcase the property. Otherwise, that's your standard. You know, you guys can see that property, you know, 10 times just driving down the street. Again, get a little bit back angle here. But this is both the pro and the con to this house. People who are interested in this property are going to be interested in it pretty much solely for this auto garage. And anybody who wants the house, this auto garage is going to deter them, because this is it's in rough shape. It definitely needs some work. But the right person is going to come, and the right person will find this house and it'll be exactly what they want. So you can see we have a legitimate auto shop on site. 1 garage, 2, 3. There's a little bay over there, 4. They were running, I don't know if they were running an actual operation out of here in terms of a business, but you see a little bit more of the debris back there. Team didn't grab that, but this is kind of this is what sells or doesn't sell the property, because we've had a few showings on it, some feedback. you know, they like the house, but that garage is the question mark. And then we've had people show the house that the only reason they want to come see it is because of the garage. So we'll take a peek. The place is pretty rough. Again, I mean, you saw what the house looked like, so you can imagine what this garage is going to look like. Just tons of peeling paint. It's a wood siding on the side. We'll actually take a peek back here. Okay, so they did have a stove back there. All right, we'll walk right in. This is like the first bay. You can see some mold on the walls, but I mean, this place is toast. I mean, just look at the condition of the wood and the materials. Again, mold. You know, roofs, just plywood. I mean, this garage is it's toast. That's the nicest way I can put it. And this was like the little office. It's like you walk into the office here. This was like a desk here and stuff. That was back where we just came in. It's a little closet back here, but you see like a little makeshift, and then we're gonna go into the actual big bays here. So we'll come here and turn around, and again, this is a legitimate, you know, it's got the lifts and everything. So this was a real shop at some point, but as you can see, it is in pretty rough shape. This ceiling actually looks like it's been replaced more recently than the other, but again, just a lot of this, I mean, you just see it everywhere. It's just, you know, this is a garage where the second you start doing work, it just never ends. All right, so maybe not as new as I thought with the water damage there. Stacked there. Yeah, just some more water damage. And then into the second bay here. Same thing. So this was a legitimate operation, or they were trying to run it as an operation at some sort, because this is definitely, they couldn't just throw this up. Like, this would have had to have been permitted. There's an electric meter outside. So I don't know if they were running an actual business out of here, or the guy just was able to get it approved with the town, the former owner. But I mean, you know, you can see they got the cross beam, so this is where you put the lift. Actually, this is probably just the support beam, and they can tie the lift into it because he's got the chains there. Because I don't see any bolts into the ground. And then this is just that other garage. Just this, I mean, you can see the daylight coming through. So again, just tons of deferred maintenance, as is tradition at these properties. But just a little glimpse into some of the more interesting assets we get. Because again, you know, I can show you a dozen ranches in a row, and that's not going to be too good for the videos. I'd like to show you some stuff that's a little bit more unique, a little bit more rough. You know, something you're willing to click on. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. I want to thank you all for taking a look and watching the video. Again, doing it every week. Like, subscribe. We're going to see you every Sunday. Until next time.